welcome to another episode of Beth's Bougie Adventures. If you are new here, I'm Beth. I'm travelling with my partner who has cerebral palsy, and our mission is to prove that travel is for everyone. We are currently in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, so if you watch our previous videos, you'll know that we have come all the way from Borneo, or Malaysian Borneo, which was an absolute dream of mine. I'm a little bit devastated because I've dreamt of that for so many years. I can't believe it's done. But we're now here to enjoy Kuala Lumpur, and do you know, we got here yesterday afternoon and we've already done so much. So I was so tired, so I thought, maybe we'll just take it chill. Chill for us is never chill. So we're in Chinatown. We explored Chinatown a little bit, went in, saw all the art murals, which are incredible, by the way. When we saw somebody actually painting on the wall, which was pretty cool. Got lots of photos, so it's very vibrant, very colourful, beautiful as well. We're actually staying on Penang Street, which is quite busy. The night market is here. It wasn't too loud in terms of trying to sleep. I can hear horns and stuff now, but it wasn't too bad for trying to sleep. But the call to prayer in the morning did have me bolt upright awake. We found a Michelin guide restaurant that we went for dinner. There was actually so many in Chinatown though, and they are so well priced. We had our chicken and rice for £3 each. So you really can't complain about that, and it's really, really good. Then we found a little bookshop that used to be a cinema. So you can, it's like a maze of books. So there's so many different floors that you can go up and explore. You can get lost a little bit. It was pretty cool. I didn't buy anything there because I'm carrying around my Kindle. I really can't afford to bring anything extra with me, but I could have bought so much.
It's our first afternoon in Kuala Lumpur, so we landed around 1 this afternoon, checked into our hotel, so it takes a little bit of time to get from the airport. I feel like all we've done so far is eat, not that I'm complaining, but we're now going to go and get some dinner at a Michelin recommended restaurant, feeling bougie. However, I am so tired, I feel like it's not. Normally on a travel day I do get quite tired, but I've been all right because it's only been like an hour here and there, whereas this 2.5 hour flight threw me right off. I'm exhausted today, but it could be the week leading up to it. So I think we're gonna have a really easy dinner, go and probably have an early night. We always say this, it never happens. We found a bookstore that used to be a cinema, and it is so cool. It's massive, absolutely massive, and I'm surrounded by books all over. But there's the screen over here. I think we're in the self-help section.
This morning we're off to the Batu Caves. It's 7 a.m, so we should probably get going so we're there on time, but let's see what we see.
We thought we'd be real backpackers, and rather than just getting grabs everywhere, we're close enough to an MRT station, so go use public transport, especially to get to Batu Caves because it's busy. But we had no idea what we were looking for. We knew that we were walking to Kuala Lumpur Central, except we didn't know what we were looking for. We knew what station we needed because we're using Google Maps, except none of the signs seem to match up. We have found it now, and actually when you get there, you know what you're looking for. It's really easy, but there is a big sign that says to Batu Caves. But yeah, it's really simple. Just tap your card on, like using an Oyster card at home, unlike Australia, which makes everything complicated, but really simple. Although we haven't got there yet, we'll just walk into the platform. So I'm saying it's simple. It could be awful and run it.
Our train's arriving now. I was just saying to Nathan, it's so weird because it's like rush hour, and every station back home would be crazy. Whereas it's really quiet here. Weird. Eerie. We are at the Batu Caves. So we've just got here. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a little bit busy. I guess it gets busier as the day goes on. So we should probably start to do the 272 steps we need to do. But yeah, it is beautiful. We stood right in front of the Lord Murugan statue. He is the god of war and victory. So he's super imposing, but super incredible to look at. The colours are outstanding. So yeah, I could just stand here. Aside from the fact that there's like a million pigeons and people getting so excited about them, but oh my God, there's just too many. I should probably count them as we go up. I know there's 272. Maybe I should debate that figure.
He's doing all right. He's got a railing. Oh, he did have a railing. Might need to switch sides. And this is us after climbing the Batu Caves steps. I don't think it was too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
We've done worse. Bit sweaty.
Nothing new there though.
We walked into the main temple. I don't know if we were meant to pay, but we paid anyway, donated. The temples really are beautiful. They're so ornate. And then we immediately offered food, and it's just very nice, isn't it? As I'm sure you can see, we've been into the main temple and now we've come up to like the upper caves, and it really is beautiful and it's serene. It probably gets a lot busier. There's people around, but it feels serene. The caves themselves are incredible. The temple is beautiful. The colour, the intricacy, the detail is just amazing. Here he is. Well done. We've done the Batu Caves, visited temple, been on a train, going on the MRT. It's been an eventful morning. It's only like 10:30. We're now going to go and find the teddy bear cafe that I keep seeing everywhere because I want a little teddy. So was it 13 Damaso, which is obviously a clothing brand, but they only have one of these cafes in Shanghai and one here. So it's probably going to be extortionate, but I can't resist a teddy bear. If you tell me there's a teddy bear cafe, I'm going. I'm just pointing this out because I'd never heard of it before, but on Malaysian trains and the MRT, they have these women-only carriages, which I thought were really good, especially for like solo travellers. Here he is. But how cool is the MRT? First time using it. We have got the goods, just waiting for our little teddy bears. That's going to be so cute. Secured. And we got teddies. Very cute. You can't see it in here, but mine has like a little face on it. Plus you get to keep the teddy. It is pretty expensive for Malaysia. These two came to £8, which I've paid Starbucks at home probably about £8. So I've already had a bite of it. It is really tasty, but we've been to Mon Chinese for a beef roti. We are in the pavilion in Kuala Lumpur, and honestly, when I say it's a little bit overwhelming trying to find somewhere to eat, I can't even explain how much option, that's the second time I've said how much option, how many options there are to eat. Every single floor has Western restaurants, local restaurants, things to try. We've already been to the Teddy Bear Cafe, which is like the 13, how do you say it? 13 Damaso. I've had to check with Nathan there. 13 Damaso Cafe, but I just keep calling it the Teddy Bear Cafe because you get a little teddy bear with it. So we've already had a coffee there. This is technically breakfast and lunch. We might need to go find some more, but this is a beef roti. It's super tasty. I, on my TikTok, explained it's like a beef, it tastes like a beef pie without the gravy. It is super nice though. Spot on. We came back thinking we were hiding from the sun, and then immediately when we got back, the world's biggest thunderstorm happened. So I'm kind of glad that we got back when we did. But it's now nearly 8 p.m. We're getting picked up tomorrow at 6:45 for our day tour, and we haven't eaten yet. So we're gonna have a walk down to Jalan, Alor. Hopefully find some food there. It's about a 20-minute walk, so it's not quite the early night that we probably would have liked, but we've had such a nice day. We were up early this morning for the Batu Caves. Then we had a bit of a wander around Bukit Penang. Then what else have we done? Had some dinner, went to Teddy Bear Cafe, which was big bucket list of mine. Yeah, and just kind of chilled around. We'd had a bit of a stress, I will say, trying to navigate public transport. So the train to the Batu Caves was fine. Getting to the Teddy Bear Cafe, absolutely fine. Getting then back to Chinatown, we just couldn't work it out. And then apparently we were meant to be looking for a bus, but there was no bus stops that we could see. So we just ended up getting a grab in the end, and it was 6 ringgit. So I was like, do you know what?
it's probably 6 and 2 threes in terms of how much you would have spent anyway for 2 bus tickets versus a grab. So yeah, we're gonna go get some dinner now, probably go for a little walk around, come back early night, or as early as we can get before we need to be up super early for tomorrow's day tour. Also, I don't know why my top's all wet. I literally just washed my hands and somehow, I think it's the material of this top, it's a bit odd. It's like silk when you get that wet. That's it for the rest of the day.
I do wish I filmed more of like the everyday interactions we have with people, because we were just walking down the street and this guy just shouts, excuse me, he's been walking next to us, and I was like, hello, and then he just touches his forehead, touches his heart, says good, and I said thank you, I went to walk away, and he said excuse me again, he said very good. I'll take it. I said thank you. I don't know what he's referring to. It could be Nathan. It could be, I was saying, like, he watched me help Nathan down. But sometimes you just smile and you're like, thank you. But I have no idea what it means. I gave him a little, because he touched his chest. So I gave him a little.
So much food. Oh my god, there's twisted potatoes. They're famous everywhere. I do not want chicken nugs. I cannot imagine coming to Jalan Alor and getting chicken nugs. The lanterns, they're so cute. We haven't actually had any mango sticky rice since we got to Southeast Asia, which I know should be illegal. So we definitely have to get some here. There's so much durian though, and I hate it. I can't cope with the smell. I'm very sensitive nose anyway. And that's the one smell where I'm like gipping. If I was on I'm a Celeb, that would probably send me over the edge. Dinner time! We literally just popped into a random restaurant because everything, the menus all start to look very similar. It obviously is a lot easier for us to eat, sit down, than it is to walk, for Nathan to walk and eat. So we'll probably pop in and grab some stuff from the stalls, but for now we'll just sit in, have a nice meal, enjoying the atmosphere. The lanterns are lovely. There you go, nice vibes. Busy, but pockets of busy. It's weird. Certain spots are not as busy. I am getting somewhat used to these early mornings because tell me why we're up again at 5:30. We've got another day tour. So today we are off to Cameron Highlands, which is like a 3-hour drive away each way. Originally I wanted to stay, and so we would have done 2 days in the Cameron Highlands, but it just doesn't work out with our timelines. So we are going on a day tour with Get Your Guide. It's going to be a long day, I know that, because they say it's 3 hours each. I just had a panic mid-recording thinking that I don't have that pinned up. So I'm like, how am I going to survive 3-hour drives? But I do. So yeah, 3-hour drive each way. I don't actually know where we're stopping in the Cameron Highlands, but I thought it'd be quite nice to get out of the city, see what we can find. And yeah, I'm just super tired. I feel like we're always on the go, but last night we went to Jalan, which was pretty cool. It was very busy, but we got some good food. It wasn't the best sweet and sour chicken I've ever had, but it was okay. So we are 2 hours into what could be a 4-hour drive, and they did tell us that because of traffic, some of the other days have basically not got back until 1 a.m. But what I didn't realise is we've booked our flight till it's 7 a.m. tomorrow. So if we get back at 1, we basically just don't sleep. Although, to be fair, it's about an hour drive to the airport from where we're staying, and it's only a domestic flight, but no sleep. Thank you. So we've come to this little pick your own strawberry farm. I say farm, it's more like a little nursery. And I'm going to get some strawberries. I could do with a little snack, so looking forward to this. I think she said 1 kilo is 60 ringgit. Yeah, I don't think we need a kilo of strawberries. But what is it you said? They do hand picking because your hand knows the good taste. Problem is, once I start with strawberries, I love, oh, Nathan's pointing, he wants this one. And this one. Oh, it's still white. It's got a little bit white. How many strawberries is enough strawberries for our little trip? Oh, I found a good one.
This is a good one. What about this bad boy? How many more do you want? I am peckish. We are now at the agro-food market in the Cameron Highlands. Not sure where we're going to. He said that we're going to go get a ticket for something. I don't quite know. It's a lot of good smelling food that I want. So we're in the agro market. We're in this little, it's like a flower, how do you describe it?
Flower garden, I think.
Yeah, it is basically like a flower garden. It's very pretty. It's also very loud. It's not as relaxing as it looks, but it's cute. I think he said there's like a little petting zoo that we'll go see. There's mini Santorini, which I can see from here isn't quite giving me Santorini, but looks cute. The flowers are nice and it's a nice little walk around, especially after 4 hours of driving, just walking around looking at the different flowers. It's not really anything to say what the flowers are. As he was telling us about it, he was saying it's very inspired by Britain from when we resided here. So this is one of the things that the UK left in the Cameron Highlands, but it is pretty. So we're just waiting to go into the tea plantation. You can probably see it's quite busy, but basically you can walk down into the tea plantation itself, see people working, and then come back, get a cup of tea, hoping they do scones. Some of the ones that we've seen have done scones, but not all do. It's not the most accessible. We did question why on the Get Your Guide it said it probably isn't the best for those with mobility. There is a railing, it's not the steadiest. Looks nice though. Start that again. There is a walk around the tree plantations. It said it's only about a K, but it's very steep and it's not the easiest to get around. There's also a buggy that you can book, but we're just like, do you know what, we'll enjoy the view. We're looking out, we can see all the tea plantations here. It is beautiful. So yeah, we're not gonna risk it. We're already damaged legs after the Batu Caves. But look at this. Beautiful. This is the real reason we came, tea and scones. Could we get any more British? We paid like £100, come all the way to Cameron Highlands, done a bit of a walk and come for tea and scones. So many different tea options. We've got flavoured tea, I don't know, I'm guessing tea taric is just like hot tea. We've got tea float, I'm pointing on my screen, you can't see. They have got normal food, but we're here for tea and a scone, or a cheesecake, probably a scone. I'm all nervous.
Yeah. You have to put it closer to your mouth. Oh, nice.
Hey.
So we did get back well in advance of 1 a.m, so I didn't need to worry about that. It was quite a long drive, it was 3 hours each way, but it wasn't horrific. It was just a long day, I think. I know Nathan's tired. I'm super tired. The other people on the bus, I think, were super tired as well. We had quite a lot of stops. It was just different to what I expected, I will say. I think next time we would definitely go and stay in the Cameron Highlands, because some of the stops weren't necessarily ones that I would make. I thought it was more about like, obviously the tea plantations, going on walks, just more like a serene atmosphere, whereas one of the stops was the agro market, which I thought we'd go around and see the markets in action because it's such a big thing. But actually we got there and it was like a photo opportunity thing, which I took full advantage, but it wasn't quite what I expected from the Cameron Highlands. Still a good day, but definitely not what I expected. We had dinner on a golf course, which was nice. Again, probably not what I expected when they said we were going for an Indian. Started off, we had the strawberry picking, which was cute. Then we went to the agro market for our photo ops. Then for dinner. And then to the tea plantation, which had like a kilometre walk, but it just wasn't safe for Nathan. Not that it wasn't safe, but I don't think we'd have had enough time to really enjoy the walk, especially with obviously steps. And then we also wanted to have a cup of tea because the tea was actually quite nice. It was nice tea, so we had a look at getting some as well, but carrying it around would be a bit of a faff. But yeah, so we didn't do the full walk, we just took some photos there. And then the best part for me, and it was such a short part of the spot, but the day, I reckon we could have spent longer there, but everybody seemed a bit like checked out by this point, so I think he was quite quick to move us along, was actually we went to this indigenous tribes village. They taught us how to hunt. I was the only one who did it, but they showed us the village a little bit. We could have explored a little bit more, but as I said, everybody just wanted to move on. That was pretty cool. I would have liked to have done more of that, but learning that kind of stuff and learning the culture and the history of the Cameron Highlands was probably the best parts for me. I think next time we'd definitely just go and get a hotel for a few days, but it was just down to timing because we have to be in Thailand for a certain date. But overall a good day, very, very long. I can see the traffic even between stops was just insane. And I'm so ready for bed now, especially because we have a flight at 7 a.m. So I'm going to log off for the night. And next time you see me, we will be in Penang. I had lounge breakfast this morning because we got there super early. And by the time I got on the plane, cabin crew looked at me and she said, "Oh, are you pregnant?" I said, "No." I didn't know how to respond because I'd basically just eaten so much lounge food that I looked bloated and pregnant. So, great start.
So it's actually our first night in Penang, well, Georgetown, Penang. So far we've kept it pretty low key. We're staying in Chinatown and we headed for bagels when we first got here as we were starving. Oh, need to navigate a hole in the path. Yeah, we were absolutely starving when we got here. The plan was to stay pretty low key, but we've then had some life admin to do as well. So we had laundry to do. I'm very excited for the travel vlog, as I'm sure you can imagine. But tonight for dinner, we're headed to Chulia Street. It's only about 5 minutes from our hotel. I say that, I feel like we've been walking for ages, just kind of staring at all the lights around us. It is so beautiful. So we're going to go find food, some nice street food, and yeah, hopefully try some new foods. We love like a street food market. The only thing is a lot of the ones we've been to have been so busy that it is hard for Nathan to eat and stand, so we normally have to try and sit down, and then it's a mission to try and find a table. But yeah, we're gonna go find some food. This is such a cool little vibe as we're walking down. Tipsy Cow. This is Julia Street. Stalls everywhere. There's little cafes that we can dip into. There are tables, but it's busy. It's not like Jalan Alor at all. So now we just need to find some food. See, I was saying about I need a bit of spice. It's obviously not too bad, but it's got something. Some of the food we've had in Malaysia so far, and mostly because I've been ill and we had to be careful what I was eating, but I've just been missing a bit of like a kick. There is a big risk that I could eat all of it.
That's alright. I'll just get more sauce.
So I think we've cracked the system now, is that people come up to us with the menu to offer us stuff, whereas we are getting a lot of the same types of things and people come over. But we've got some noodles, we've got our pork wonton, things like char siu noodles. It looks tasty. Waiting on my watermelon juice, trying lots of different things. I know we need like an oyster omelette. Yeah. Super hungry. It's obviously good value, so this is our opportunity to try some good food. So on our little like food exploration journey, we've had char cow tao. That's how I'm saying it now because I keep saying it wrong, and I'm just gonna have to accept it. Wonton mee, which was really, really good, except we ordered it and had no idea what we were ordering. We just saw a queue and thought that looks really nice, let's get that. But then we figured out it's wonton mee. And now we've got curry mee, which it's hot. it is banging. We've got a little bit of sambal in it, made it a little bit spicy. To be honest, probably it's not that spicy. We'd probably make it a little bit more, but this is beautiful. We've got prawn and tofu, and it's like £1.20. Insanely good. Everything we've eaten there, bear in mind we've shared, these are small portions and we shared them between the two of us, has come to less than a £5, which is insane to think about. I mean, this was 4 ringgit, this is 7 ringgit, the duck egg we had was 10 ringgit, and then the wonton meat was 7 ringgit, and insanely good. We're out here on Chu Jetty and I'm getting tempted to spend so much money. There's so many cute things. We've got a magnet, but there's so many cute dresses, and the whole of Georgetown generally, there's a lot of cute clothes and thrift shops and stuff that I want everything. But Chu Jetty is an UNESCO World Heritage Site where basically the houses are on the water and there's lots of shops to explore, and we're just walking down the jetty itself now. So this is right at the end of Chu Jetty and you can see right out to sea. People are getting on a little boat and it looks so hard to get on. Don't think we'll be getting Nathan on there. But no, this is pretty cool. We're literally at the end of the harbour. We're just on stilts. You can see everything there. You can see the sea there. Actually, I don't know what city that is. I should probably check that. In the words of Nathan, this is a wicked little spot. It is so cool. I actually love Georgetown. I'm so glad we came. This is beautiful. Look at it. So much colour. One thing I'll say about Malaysia, there is so much colour everywhere. It's incredible. So what you have to do, drink until your date is attractive. Oh, motorbike. Malaysia's first gold award-winning craft beer. There's just so much life. It's so cool. We're in Little India and we're just walking through and it's a vibe, and we're just about to try some samosas. As if we haven't eaten enough, we've now come out for dinner at an Indian restaurant, and well, it's actually Punjabi. So I'm having what, I'm having butter chicken, and then we've got paneer on the side. Nathan's got mutton rogan josh. Yep. So quite standard meals, but it is a Michelin guide restaurant. So we're at Win Sourdough Bakery because the place we were originally going to go isn't open. We have got a flight in like 2 hours, so no pressure, but we're waiting on our breakfast. It's like a sourdough specialty cafe, and so I obviously had to order bread. I can't remember what I've ordered, but it's really cute here. I will say Georgetown food is probably some of the best we've ever had, and I know that's why people come. I'm just so happy that it has been. Some of the places we've eaten have been a little bit more expensive than like Kuala Lumpur, some have been a little cheaper. The street food especially is so much cheaper. Yeah, phenomenal. Every time I talk about the food here, my mouth starts watering. So, but hopefully my breakfast is good. So my food has come, it looks amazing. I've got my sort of caramel macchiato that tastes like caramel popcorn, and then here we are, French toast, and I forgot again, peanut butter, banana, sourdough bread.
I've already tried to record this, but my iPhone storage had a bit of a moment and just kicked me off. So I got halfway through my video and it just stopped me from filming. So let's catch you up on... Oh, by the way, I'm here in the Hello Kitty room still. This is the last time we're going to be in this Hello Kitty room. We do need to leave for a flight in about 5 minutes. But, so we actually, yesterday, had like a life admin day. I really wanted to get out early into Georgetown, but there was just so much we needed to book and sort, and we're off to Thailand in like 2 days. I've completely forgot, so we need to sort all that life admin out, all the booking, and it's just making sure everything's set for like the next month at least. So we had a full day of like booking, planning, this is where we're going. Flights have gone up drastically, so it's like, how do we get there? Or let's look at buses. Then if we do this bus, am I actually going to be able to go to the toilet? But we've got a couple of sleeper buses booked in, so fingers crossed are okay. We did do Greyhound, but they have regular stops, so I'm just hoping it's all good. So we had a bit of a life admin day, then went out for like mid-afternoon, went and got some, I'm going to say brunch, it wasn't brunch because it was like 2-3 o'clock. But I think we ate about 5,000 calories each within like a 5-hour period. So fasting would not work for me because we went to a sort of French patisserie, which was beautiful. It was, I think it was called Le Petit Four, and the chef trained in France, and it was just so good. The pastry was really sweet, so if you don't like a sweet pastry, maybe don't go. But the patisserie cakes were lovely. The coffee was so good. I think I had the best chai latte I've ever had. And then wandered around, saw all the street art. We actually went to Chew Jetty as well, which if you don't know is basically like an estate is how I want to describe it. It's probably not the right word. That's all on stilts in the water. So they have lots of shops, they have lots of cafes and stuff all down there, and then they actually have people's houses there too. So it is a tourist attraction, but it is only open 9 till 9 because people live there as well. But it's also a UNESCO heritage site too, so it's protected. Then we did some more walking around and street art. So street art here, it's phenomenal, and every street has something. But there's so many like famous paintings as well. So there's a Mr. Bean painting, which is pretty famous. There's the 2 girls riding a bike, which is so cool to see in person. And it wasn't too busy. And then we went to like the iconic Umbrella Street. We went, did a bit of like thrift shopping and looking at shops all down like Armenian Street. Just so much to see. We also tried the Penang's famous samosas, which were really good. So we had the chicken and egg and banana bhaji. It was towards the end of the day, so there wasn't loads left. But that chicken samosa, oh, beautiful. Everything I've eaten here has been so good. And it was only 4 ringgit for all 3 as well, which is less than £1. I can't believe that. And these are Michelin Guide level samosas. My hand's actually getting tired while I'm filming. Then we did some more eating. That seems to be all we've done, is walk around, look at street art, kind of wander, look at everything. There's so much to see, but also just eat. And you can eat everywhere. There's so many street food carts that all do incredible food. And there's, like I say, there's queues. I don't mean it's busy, but just like, you know where to go because the queues are there. But we did actually go to a little curry house as well, which was also phenomenal. I left, you can probably see how full I am still. I left so full, I made myself a bit dizzy. I'd eaten so much food, but the paneer, like the spinach paneer, was so good. I'm running out of descriptive words because everything I eat here is incredible. But yeah, we really did. We have had the best time in Georgetown. We've both said we really want to come back. We're planning to come back anyway because we have to go back to Borneo. So we will be making a stop here and just eating everything because it's so good. But I've been for a run this morning, partly because I still felt sore. So I just need to move. But it's really hot. As you can see, I'm sweating. We've been for breakfast and now we're going to the airport before we go to Langkawi. So we will see you there.
So we're at the airport and we had the sweetest little taxi driver. So first up, guy just didn't turn up. He sat at a traffic light for, I'm not even joking, like 15 minutes. Slight exaggeration, but yeah, he just wasn't moving. I tried to ring him, nothing. What do you achieve with this? But this guy, he was like Penang's unofficial guide. Everywhere we went, he was like, this is a new factory, this is happening, you must come back to Penang, you need to eat everything, you will never have a bad meal in Penang. He's not wrong, and it was nice that he was so passionate, but he was so lovely, he was great. Yeah, and got us to the airport on time, so they weren't kidding either. We're in the domestic, because we're off to Langkawi, we're in the domestic lounge. and it says on it it's opposite security, so we're like thinking there'll be a little bit of a walk. No, it's literally opposite security. It's quite a nice lounge too. You can't see the food from here, but like the bathrooms are over here. The food looks decent. There's like wontons, there's wontons, noodles, traditional like Malaysian food, but it looks good. People seem to be enjoying it. I've literally just had my breakfast, so I haven't eaten anything.
We have made it to Langkawi. Our hotel, well, I say hotel, it's more of a motel. It is literally a motel. I don't actually know what the difference is between a hotel and a motel. I should probably check that. But, oh, there's somebody parachuting. Sorry, got distracted. Somebody's literally parachuting over there. If you can see them. But, yeah, so we got here. I don't think our motel wanted us to check in. They just kind of left us there for half an hour. But we got there, got in the room finally. And now we're just on a little walk. It'll be sunset in the next hour and a half. So we're right by the beach. We can go watch the sunset. I don't know where. We don't really have any plans, even like at all while we're here. I think it's very much island vibes. So we're just going to chill and maybe go do some stuff. Who knows? But for the most part, we're here just to chill.
Once again, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's for the
So last night we went to Hidden and watched the sunset. It was a little bit pricier than I think anywhere else we would have eaten. The food wasn't top tier, but it was a nice vibe, and the main reason we were there was for the fire show, which was really good, to be fair. He did say this is 10% of what we normally do because the crowd is small, but yeah, we had a nice time. It was pretty cool to watch. It was about half an hour, so we were told it started at 8. It didn't start till like 8:45. So by the time we got back, and it was late for me. It was about 9:30, maybe later. Late. It was like 10 o'clock. I need my sleep, but it was a good night. A lot of places, I wouldn't say they were busy, but there was a lot happening. So I think it is definitely like a late start, late finish kind of place, even though it's an island. It's quite chill. I wouldn't say it's huge nightlife, but a lot of bars, a lot of tourists, I think. But it's a really, we liked walking around, and it's a nice vibe. The beach was beautiful as well. So I don't know what we're really going to do today. There is a lot to do. There's the cable cars, a lot of exploring to do. But to be honest, I'm feeling a chill. I'm going to go get my hair washed, which, thank God, because I couldn't even tell you. I think the last time I washed my hair was Borneo, because we're staying in some questionable spots and the showers, etc. aren't amazing. So, yeah, my hair is a bit dead. So I'm going to go get it washed today. I'm going to go for some breakfast now and then maybe go to the beach and just relax. Sometimes you try and fit everything in, but you can't do everything. Budget-wise, and also just for your own mental well-being, because we're constantly moving, so sometimes you just need to stop.
We've come for breakfast at Seb's Cafe, which is literally over the road from where we are. They do an English breakfast, but I haven't got that, but I have got a buttercream latte. And I'm waiting on a smoked salmon sandwich. Nathan's got a crepe. So, you know, we're not being very Malaysian today. Yeah, all I want is kaya toast. I don't know why, I've just got this real feeling. I haven't had it since we got to Malaysia. Actually, I had it in a lounge, it wasn't the same. But, yeah, really craving kaya toast. I'm going to have to get one. Our last day in Malaysia is tomorrow, so hopefully I can find some before the ferry. Today I'm going to go get my hair washed and I'll feel 100% better. And this is our Seb's Cafe breakfast. Got smoked salmon sandwich. I don't know why I got chips. I've got to remove them. And then Nathan's crepe here too. What's it got inside? Banana and Nutella, healthy boy. I feel like I've been walking forever because it is so hot. I'm sure you can see. Oh my god, my moisturiser and sun cream are melting off me. But as you can see, I'm on my own. So I said to Nathan, what are you going to do while I go get my hair done? And he was like, just sit. Because we did think about doing the cable car, but I read that it can take all day. I was like, I don't really want to spend my entire day, especially because it's a bit cloudy as well. It's a little bit cloudy, and I just thought it's not really worth. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's beautiful, but we've done cable cars, and I just really fancy a relax. I say this as if we're not going into South Thailand, which is just going to be beaches and relaxing, but we've been so full on the last few days and I really want my hair doing. So if I did that, I wouldn't be able to do my hair. Like the beach, we went for sunset last night, so obviously didn't spend any time on it, and it is beautiful. So I think we're going to do that instead. I'm just on my way back. I can't believe I meant to pop out and get my hair washed, and actually I ended up getting a head spa and a facial. But you know what, sometimes you got to treat yourself. It's been about a month since my last one in Bali. We've been staying in some like less ideal accommodation, which I know comes with backpacking, but it just means that like when I'm washing my face or my hair, it's just not getting clean. The showers aren't great, the water pressure's not great. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get somebody else to do it. Pay a little bit of money and get it to do it. Still significantly cheaper than home, but it's coming up to my birthday. We were in Thailand from tomorrow. We've been in Borneo in the jungle. So I just needed a bit of a refresh, and I'm glad I've got it. I feel so much better, although I am immediately sweaty now. I am actually so sad to be saying this, but today is our last day in Malaysia. So we've been in Langkawi. I haven't really done a great deal, to be honest. I don't know if you can tell, but I went and got my hair washed. It's already frizzy because my hair does not survive in this humidity, but I just feel so much better. I also treated myself to a facial. I'm hoping you can tell. It isn't just sweat now, I promise. It is like a glow. Whereas people kept replying to my stories and stuff being like, oh my God, you're glowing. I'm like, it is just sweat. But we have loved our time in Malaysia. Like everywhere's just such a different vibe. So we started in Kuala Lumpur, which is, I don't want to say manic because it doesn't feel manic. I'm kind of sad that I was ill for the first time we were in Kuala Lumpur because that's when we did like the Twin Towers and went to KLCC Park, had a wander around, saw the light show. So hopefully I've got some videos. I will need to check because if so, I'll pop them in. But I didn't really vlog that time, and we will absolutely be back because we loved Kuala Lumpur. We loved the shopping there. Insane. So again, and I've just seen actually that the UK is going to be doing a lot more flights through Kuala Lumpur. So that's good for me because, as I said, I really want to come back. There in Singapore, incredible cities. It's very underrated as well. Singapore gets a really bad rap, but we loved it. Kuala Lumpur gets quite a bad rap. I've seen a lot of people who don't really like it, but for me, we loved it. Everywhere you go is so different. So we were in Chinatown this time, and the street art there is amazing. The food was so good and pretty good value as well. So many Michelin guide restaurants, so many, I think we just loved it there. Then we went to Georgetown, and I am so sad we did not book more time there. We absolutely should have, because we got there and just fell in love. Again, we will be back. We've been telling everyone we know to like, you need to come, because the food, oh, my mouth's watering just talking about it. So good. I mean, we definitely spent more than we should have on food. That's because we just wanted to try everything. And then when we got in the taxi to come back, and the taxi driver was so passionate. He was like, you never need to leave Penang. We have everything. You don't need to go to mainland Malaysia. We have everything in Penang. He was showing us all like factories that have been built. He was telling us all about the scenery, where else we can go in Penang, that we need to come back. We need to try all the food again. I'm pretty sure I've gained like 2 sizes just from all the food we've eaten, because it is so good. But even more than that, just wandering around. So we went to Chu Jetty, which was pretty cool. The shops, there's so many local like thrift shops as well, and then like local shops. So Nathan was comparing it to Fitzroy in Melbourne, but obviously without the price tag. Just so cool. We loved it, and the street art was very cool. You could just wander all day. That's all we really did, was just wandered. And then Chulia Street, oh, the food. I know I've said the word food like 600 times here, but so good. Then we've been in Langkawi, and as I say, we haven't really done a great deal, but it is just beautiful. Went to the beach and sat and watched the sunset, which was lovely. I've had a bit of a relax. I think after doing so many tours, and we feel like we've been so back to back, and especially when I was ill not that long ago, it somehow feels ages ago because we've done so much, but in reality it's only like a week and a half ago. So to just have a bit more of a chill is so nice. But speaking of, we are actually going over to Thailand now, and we're just doing South Thailand, going to Bangkok for a few days, but mostly in South Thailand. So we're definitely going to be chilling there. I have no idea what to expect. I did post my TikTok earlier this week to say, I feel so type B now. I'm literally on the way to the airport looking, going, oh, we should probably get a visa for here. Although I did check, this is completely unrelated, I did check our visas for Laos and Cambodia yesterday. Nobody told me they were so expensive. So thank you, Thailand, thank you, Malaysia, for not charging me. But going back to Malaysia, absolutely, it's such an underrated country. There's so much to see. We need to come back to Sabah, obviously, need to go back to Borneo, want to come back to Kuala Lumpur, and I will be bringing a second suitcase and doing some shopping. And we absolutely will be coming and eating in Georgetown and visiting Langkawi just for those resort vibes. The problem with all this traveling is just, it was meant to be like ticking things off that we wanted to see, when in fact I think we're just adding more places to a list of places we're going to come back to, which is a bit of an issue because at some point we need to get a job, and with a job comes limited annual leave. So I don't know how we're fitting all this in, but apparently we want to just go see the world again. Give it 5 years, we'll be quitting our jobs again and coming back out. But thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. As I say, we've got so many places we're still going, and I'm sure our list is only going to get longer and longer. Do let me know if you have any questions, any thoughts, feedback. I don't know why I said thoughts there. Any thoughts or feedback. And let's go to Thailand.